Are you someone who expects yourself to perform at your peak level pretty much 52 weeks a year? If that is you, first of all, I bet you're tired. And secondly, stay tuned because what I have for you today is permission to pause. Hi, my name is Diane Martinez. I'm a certified holistic life coach, and welcome to Conscious Creating Life Coaching. I'm so glad you're here. Do you know, we humans have a tendency to drive ourselves relentlessly, whether it's with taking care of our home and our kids or our job or both, or our elderly parents or any number of things. We expect ourselves to go, day after day, usually frequently without a break, many times on not enough sleep or, suboptimal nutrition, but we just keep going. We drive ourselves incessantly, expecting ourselves to always have the energy and the creativity and the, bandwidth to take on whatever we need to do and do a darn good job. Well, my friend, let's sit down and have a cookie for a minute, because that is exhausting. To hold yourself to such a very high standard on an ongoing basis is exhausting. So what I like to do is to look to nature and see, how does nature do things? And what I would like to highlight in nature right now is the cardinal. I imagine you're familiar with those gorgeous red birds. The males have that bright red feathers and that characteristic little black square around their beak. Just such striking birds. In the winter, have you ever seen a cardinal in the summer? If you see a male cardinal in July, let me tell you what, they are not striking. They're comical. They're molting, and they've got like a feather here and a bald head and another feather over here. They look, comical. It's funny how disheveled they look. But I doubt they're flying around thinking, man, I can't be seen at the feeder today. I look awful. No, they're just doing their thing. But they have a season, right? They aren't always that gorgeous red picture perfect, image that we're used to seeing in calendars and, things like that. They have a time when they are absolutely not photo ready for their, photo shoot or whatever. And that's just the way it is. That's not seen as bad or wrong or weak. That's just a cycle of nature. And here's the thing. We are part of nature. We are beings of nature. Where we get into trouble is we separate ourselves from nature so much, right? We stay in air-conditioned or, temperature-controlled houses and offices. We ride in temperature-controlled cars or transportation. Days can go by where we're really not outside at all. And it's easy to forget that we too are beings of nature. So what does that mean for you? What that means is this is your permission to pause, to just take a step back from that relentless grind, go, produce, and just pause. Put your feet up. Make yourself a cup of tea and just relax for a minute and think about what feels right to you, what feels natural to you. Now, we all have obligations, and I'm not saying that just whenever we feel like, having a nap, we should just lie down and snooze. No, not at all. We do have our obligations, but even recognizing that there's plenty of space for us to take some time to not be producing, to just be relaxing, to just enjoy being. This is time, I think, for this shift to get away from the mentality that, I'll sleep when I'm dead. No, we need to care for ourselves. We need to work with our human nature, not against it. That's when we're most effective and efficient and powerful, is when we work with our nature, not when we just push push until we just fall over from exhaustion. I saw a post once on Instagram that said that doing your best doesn't mean that you work yourself to exhaustion. I love that. So how about you? Are you giving yourself time to rest, time to not be your most polished, put together, efficient, amazing, high energy self? That is such an important part of living a balanced, healthy life. Nothing in nature, think about the trees. We talked about the birds. Let's talk about trees. Deciduous trees, right? They lose their leaves in the fall and they get new leaves in the winter. And I don't think they feel any stress about not having their leaves in the winter. It's just the part of nature. So many things in nature have those cycles. No flower is in bloom all the time. This is your permission to just take a beat, to stop pushing yourself, to always go, and give yourself permission to pause, to rest, to just do nothing, to just go sit out in the sun, or, do the things that make you happy, whether it's, take your pup for a walk, or I grew up in Indiana and pulling weeds was my mom's way of de-stressing. And so I sort of took that on. So just to get out there and putt around in the yard, but not with the, pressure of having to accomplish something, just to be out in nature. When you give yourself permission to pause, when you do come back to working to your schedule, to all those things that you do, you come back refreshed. You come back with more energy, with a better mood, which the people around you will appreciate, with a better attitude, with more creativity. We all need permission to pause. We are beings of nature, and just like all other parts of nature, we need time to not be at our best, to not always be going. Just give ourselves permission to, sit in our fat pants and just catch our breath and enjoy not going at 110 miles an hour. So I hope that was helpful to you, and I hope you will absolutely take that pause. Give yourself permission to pause and enjoy how that feels, how refreshing it can be. If you are enjoying this content, I would really appreciate the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and if you really like this content, come join me on Patreon. We have a women's only group there that is full of all kinds of life coachy stuff. Lots of good videos, worksheets, PDFs, meditations, not to mention an amazing community of women. So if that sounds good to you, come find me on Patreon. And until next time, my friends, create your day consciously. Bye for now.